Well, it depends on the problem that they are dealing with, and it depends on the subject matter that they're curious about. Um, for a lot of topics, social media is actually the distribution platform that they're getting their news from, particularly lifestyle topics, and if a breaking news story is happening in real time, Twitter is a powerful platform for that. And when they're in those spaces, they're looking for what they call trusted sources, because you're not inside a brand. The material's coming from lots of different places, and they're kind of navigating and saying, is this a source I know? Is this a source I'm familiar with? Does it look trustworthy or not? So they're adjudicating. When they're looking for hard news topics, politics and sports, they're more likely to go directly to news sources and apps that they have either bookmarked or they are familiar with. That's a more active kind of information acquisition. And if they've got a question about career, products, advice, a problem in their house that they're trying to fix, or something that's more of a practical or news you can use kind of category, they're more likely to use search as a way of finding it. And they're refining what they're looking for. There's no serendipity in the same way that you have in social media, but you are hunting among the links and deciding, as you are in social media, does this look like something I would trust or not? Well, they need to be in social media in a significant way, in a more active way than they are. And how they use social media should be influenced by, or should influence which network they use and how they use it. So Instagram is a powerful news distribution system for more visual things. Pinterest is actually pretty powerful for things like recipes and fashion. Twitter is a place you need to be for politics and sports. If they looked at their usage data, publishers would see Facebook as a powerful driver of all their traffic, but a monolithic approach to social media that's almost exclusively Facebook is really missing the boat. And the research we've done suggests that this is only going to increase. Younger millennials are more likely to sort of refine their use of social networks to use one network for one thing and another network for a different one. Well, yeah, I mean, everyone has seen in the last 18 months most of their digital traffic go from desktop to mobile. Somewhere in the neighborhood of going from 35 to 60% mobile in about 18 months or 2 years. And a significant portion of that mobile traffic is social, especially Facebook, but not exclusively. Social and mobile are just deeply linked. And one of the reasons is if you have a few extra minutes, you're trapped in line, you're stuck in the dentist's office, something's not happening quite as when it's supposed to, and you've got 2 extra minutes. Facebook is a convenient place to sort of check on things, and news is in that stream. So social is no longer strictly social. It's a powerful news distribution system, and that's happened very rapidly as we've moved from 2 things really happening. One, we've gone in the last 4 years to the majority of people having smartphones, and then you've seen the demographics on social networks just go up. Baby boomers are now in social, and that's driven traffic significantly. Social is a way not simply to place your content and market it. It's a powerful way to listen to and learn from your audience, both by watching what they do, but also directly communicating with them. So you can be in Twitter and on Facebook as a news executive, as a reporter, as anyone in media, and you can learn what your competitors are doing. You can learn about the subject matter that's your beat or your area, your knowledge area, but you can also talk to people and ask them what they're interested in. There are publishers. Probably the most sophisticated use of social that we see is publishers watching the conversation that's occurring in social, in certain areas, in certain topics, and then creating content that fits the conversation. So that's a really different way of thinking about social media as a listening post to determine the content that you're creating, rather than simply reacting to newsmakers, covering the news they make, and then trying to use social to push that to an audience. The audience becomes an initiator of what's relevant and thus what you create.